That was freaking awesome.
Toasty.
go do a muffler mod. It's time for a muffler modification. Have to take that top cover off. It's gonna be hot. Ow! Whoa! Cool off. Maybe. Doubtful. There we go, finished product. I did a lot of smoothing out around here. Got all the burrs off of there and stuff. I like the way they did this muffler. Most people don't need anything more than a muffler mod like that, and that's a healthy muffler mod. That's nice. That's really, really nice. The size of that hole, let's check it out real quick. Why not? Right here. There we go. Let's just have a quick look. Seven-eighths of an inch. I'll be damned if that ain't about perfect. Yeah. Widens out, short flattens, you know, but having that shield right there is going to make it not so loud and obnoxious, you know. I think that's really nice. All right, let's see how she runs. What do we think, Snow White? I think it made a difference. It felt stronger. But this thing is doing something very specific, y'all. And that is, as soon as it gets into bigger wood, as soon as that's the full 20-inch bar is, you know, really like buried, it just loses its oomph. And I've already been messing around with this thing a little bit, and I know why. I know why it's losing its oomph. Now, don't be too hard on me. Whenever I first did this, I was like, man, it's strong. It just pulls. Man, whenever you run a chainsaw, a new chainsaw, and you're used to nothing but ported, highly modified saws, and you don't have anything to compare it to right off the bat, it's hard to tell what's going on. It's difficult, you know? I mean, you got to take something out and use it for like a week before you really know it, if you're just doing it simply like I am a lot of times, you know, just taking it out and using it and going, what do I think? That kind of thing. If you've got something right there next to it that you can compare to, it's a lot easier, but it's difficult. But anyways, so even though at first I was like, yeah, right? Very quickly I was like, I don't know. And so I've actually broken into this thing and I've timed the port timing numbers. And absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. So it's got 150 pounds of compression. That'll go up a little bit likely whenever it breaks in, you know, but you know, what, 155, you know, not that much. So, but the dealio is it's got a 94-degree exhaust roof. So, yeah, I mean, it's you get it into the bigger wood and it just falls on its face. It's a short stroke engine. You know, I can't remember what I came up with, but I think it was like 33.6 millimeter stroke or something like that. It's not a big long stroke, right? For a saw of this size, it should have a bare minimum 34 millimeter stroke, and I don't think that it does. So 94-degree exhaust roofs. I was actually getting like 93.7 and stuff. A 94. What I did, I couldn't believe it. You know, I checked it 6 different times, and I went to a feeler gauge, and with a feeler gauge of 5/1000ths of an inch, then I was getting 94.5 degree exhaust opening. So, anyways, a lot of things to think about here. This video is just a muffler mod. Next up, we're going to try to see if we can do something with that carburetor, see if that makes a difference. Or, you know, anyways, I don't want to give it away, but yeah, we're going to do something carburetor based. And then whenever my lathe gets fixed, we will machine it so that we can get that exhaust where it needs to be, cause it's crazy, crazy high. I'll probably going to aim for 97 on the exhaust. And that's still pretty high for a saw like that, an open port. It's not going to rev high. So what's the point in trying to get it to rev high, you know? So you probably should run, you know, 102 on the exhaust, but that's a lot of machine work that I'd have to do to get it to 102. So, and I don't know. Anyways, whatever. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed making it. Driving driving a little stubby in the snow was a blast. You know, I kept thinking, man, I need to put it in 4-wheel drive. But then I was like, screw that. I'm having fun in 2-wheel drive, man. I was drifting. I haven't made the video yet, so I don't know how it's going to come off on video. But, man, that was fun. Later, guys.